that boy at that time was hot.
No, he had this one jam that took all over, and then we were always waited for the next project. I think that's what my problem was, and it never really connected for him like that. Like, anyway, you know better.
I think the reason why he didn't connect was because then I left to V. I think that's when his brand just...
It went all the way down. Yeah. Why did you go from Ampizi, and how... did you guys work, and how did you guys ultimately split?
It was January. Yeah. We actually arrived from Pretoria. Yeah. So in fact all these figures. Yeah. I was called by figures and that no. About one and that no. He wants you to manage him. Yeah. Okay. We met President I want you to become my... Our meter is very persuasive. It's very difficult to say. So I cannot make a decision without telling him, do you mind if I manage both of you? And he said no.
That boy,
I don't manage. I don't mind.
Yeah.
And then I go listen. And then but I mind if you work together. Because then you need to understand, or as an artist manager, V is like the ultimate artist.
I know.
Well, you cannot say you're an artist manager and you haven't managed the best in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, V was like the still.
It was an opportunity.
Was an opportunity.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? No. So Manolo una bega mo go tlase
na bona o kila bona tshira go etsa wa mo go ena like they bolela no, it's just a friend, we're just going to hang out with them. What's wrong with you? Why are you being insecure? Kante Zaine ke otse.
Then I started working with V, and then I'm meeting my piece requires a lot of your time.
No.
So I mean he's feeling some type of way, he doesn't tell me.
That boy.
Hey. He's feeling some type of way, he doesn't tell me. We were staying in the same house.
Oh shit, like that?
I like to one of the guys went to Santa Down Solo. Yeah. I won't lie. So the time I was like Nabusula. Yeah. Nabusula. Just a booey, Namutuaras a booey.
Yeah.
I'm to have a send message, but we're in the same house. And then I've been now, I saw Mickey Kisut.
Yeah.
Then don't like suit, and then that's when I focused more on my piece. Yeah.
People of different identities. Podcast with PODI-CAST.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another edition of the PODI-CAST with your boy SCAR. And yes, we are outside. We're usually outside, but outside. We're all the way to Tulofelo. We're loving the space that we're at. We're at the Fly Cafe, and this is where our guest usually hangs out at. He's a man of many hats in the entertainment industry, but today we decided to come out to one of the establishments that he is currently running and making very, very popular across the social scenes right here in BW. Now, I have to first thank our sponsors before we get into it, because this is going to be a fun one, because this one was anticipated on Facebook. The guy actually told me, if you are ready, I'm ready, come through. So shout out to Team Agencies. They're the ones who hook us up with our drinks on a weekly as well. And on the table, as you can see, I'm going to pass it to our guest as well, is our ice cream here from a company called Sogo, and they're a local ice cream maker, okay? The ice cream maker, but they have some really, really good flavors, and the one that I'm holding right now is called Gaborone Sunshine, and the other one that they have is called Kali View Sunsets, okay? So I'm going to ask our guest about it, just to sometimes you need a glucose charge, or an energy. That's my tip to you. So, without further ado, let's get to it. In the house, I researched as much as I could about this man. This is one of these dudes whose real name is nowhere to be seen on Google. So it means one of two things.
But it's there.
Nigga, it's not.
My name is there.
I'll look.
Which Google are you using?
Okay. We'll see, because he's gonna tell us, and we're gonna Google him. And usually that's either a con man or a man who doesn't want things known about him. You know, because he's a private person.
The podcast.
Probably avoiding podcast. But without further ado, guys, we are joined by the one and only Mr. Zaine Aftermath, aka Keys to the City. With him, Papa.
Wow.
I really just want to start it there.
Okay.
Are you joining? No, you know why I'm asking?
Why?
No, you're always with this young lady. She's always in your car on your.
Motati?
Yeah, Motati.
Motati is my little sister.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but a lot of people think we are dating because she barely lives with me.
Okay.
Everywhere I go, when I'm out, I'm with her. So there's no way you won't find me and won't find Motati. When you see her, Zaine somewhere.
Definitely.
Somewhere. So we're not dating, but in terms of dating, I'm in the process.
In the process of what? Getting in or getting out?
Getting in.
Getting in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what does she think about your friendship with Motati?
They are friends actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where is she?
I don't know. She's home, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Motati. But yo, I'm just playing. You know what I mean? We're having ice cream as well. I'm sure you have yours as well. On the sunshine.
Yeah.
So during the course of the interview, you can actually let's have our first taste. Yeah. Because it's locally made. Oh, come on. This nigga. No, man. No, but the last time I had it, but let me hear from you first. I mean, what do you think? This one is the Gaborone Sunshine.
It's nice.
It's got some Oreos in there also. You know what I love about this thing a lot of the time?
King is so much shop on the tona. That's Texas.
Game City, yeah. Which Game City store? Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, it's inside Game City, so we'll put out all of the information that you need. I'm sure. Majitabata edit. It's in Jalo. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It's fluffy. But that's not only why we're here. We're here to talk to my homie. Where is your real name on social media?
On social media, I didn't put any of my real names. I don't know, because most of my life I've always been known by. But Zaine is my real name.
Zaine is your actual name?
It's my actual name. But I just chose not to put my surname there.
Why not?
But many people know my surname.
What is your name? You don't want to say it for...
My name, my full name is Umpo Zaine Dinoko.
Umpo?
Yes.
You know,
those are my real names. Yeah.
So
funny enough, the name Zaine, the actual name that my mother gave me was Philistas. Yeah, I didn't like the name.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't like the name. So when I was young, there used to be a player called Zaine Musa. He was playing for Kaizer Chiefs at the time. Yeah. So I had this Kaizer Chiefs t-shirt. My grandmother brought it for me from Joburg. So I printed Zaine camera. When I think I was doing standard 2, standard 3. That's how the name Zaine got. And then he started exam from 3. I put the name Zaine there. So I was forced to tell my mother, so more money was that's how the name Zaine got into my ID.
I think that's what a lot of niggas did.
Yeah.
How they got that little middle name inside. Some people even put nicknames in there during the examinations. But I don't know if Fox did it.
Names, yeah.
Fox FM. I don't know if Fox actually put Fox in his names, but we'll have to ask him. But Papa, we're very happy that you're here to talk to us. We're here at Fly Cafe. But when someone hears the name Zaine Aftermath, what do you want them to react to? What is it that you do?
I think for a long time my name has always been associated with events. Because that's what I love doing. That's what I think I'm good at. Yeah. But the journey didn't start there. When I was introduced into this entertainment industry, I started off as a radio presenter.
Okay.
If you remember, there used to be a radio station in UB. It was called Trail FM, but before that, it was called Bad News.
Yeah, I remember Bad News.
Yeah, I started at Bad News. I think that's after I got my FT Go UB.
Okay.
And then I got introduced some guys, Bo Kuzai, Lebo Takujay.
Okay.
That's when that radio station was still new, and I became one of the biggest presenters there because of my popularity on social media. Can I go to people don't understand, or I am the original influencer?
I want to talk about that.
People understood what influencer is.
Yeah.
I am that guy who was that guy on Facebook.
I want to talk about that because bad news for us, especially because I was on radio.
Yeah.
They look like it could be, a competition for what was going on more mainstreaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was mind-boggling. Who are these niggas? Because I thought I knew everyone in town. But how did you guys start off with that? And how far did bad news go?
Well, we had a guy called Takujay. He was a genius.
Yeah.
Computer rest. That is the guy behind everything tech. When it comes to bad news. Set up the website that set up everything. The guy who set up the tech online. But in terms of moving bad news forward, it was mostly me. There's a guy called Zbeno. He was a rapper.
Okay.
Benen Siwawa. I think he works for one of the banks now.
Okay.
Le Kuzai.
Okay.
The young Chuchu back then, he was a rapper.
Okay.
So and then DJ Crispy anyway, part of the team.
Yeah.
When we started Bad News, one of the guys said, VS kana saying Bad News the music studio.
Okay.
I think back then maybe She Smoke Music.
Okay.
Before it became Bad News. And then when I joined them, I was like the social media, whatever. So I took it to
the next level.
Yeah, because I remember that even when Music Case once told me, Ghana, we used to listen to you when we were in Malaysia.
Ghana, that's what I'm trying to tell people. The original online radio station in BW.
Yes,
what it was
Bad
for
News.
the youth. And I think that's what probably UB Radio are trying to
And that's before
do.
Seed.
That was before Sid had his own line
yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to understand the motivation behind it. Here you guys are linking up. You at UB also. So
Yeah.
what are you guys had what? A liking for entertainment? Or how do you become an influencer in the first place? Or you want to do what? To promote? Or you want to be a rapper like your other homies? How do you get in that line with them?
With me, I think I've always been a people's person.
Yeah.
I've always been that guy who's friendly with everyone.
Yeah.
They used to be the crew. Dice low, unit back in the day.
Oh.
So some sort of rivalry, but now I was cool with all of those crews.
Okay,
like everybody
yeah.
was my friends, and all this, but I'm beefy understand?
Yeah.
So I've always been that kind of guy. As this guy when I took him
Yeah.
I was like how back then before I became.
I was about to go to that part because I seen the pictures, okay? And last time I was in Musa, someone is probably watching and saying, "You, Zaine Musa dog?" No. So, because you were a slimmer cat back then.
Yeah. So in terms of bad news, it's an UB. We at the time we were dealing with some lady in Arako, I think with department of arts. Go University of Botswana.
Yeah.
We never approached it because we wanted it to be the official radio station. We wanted to partner with Department of Media Studies.
Yeah.
Even though Media Studies they gave us a run around, that lady na held a space called the amphitheater.
Okay.
Backstage amphitheater, there used to be a studio. And then that's when we got into a deal by Mogul, the restaurant. But I had that corner in LA. Actually, that's where I think I Mdu that party.
Yeah, no, Mdu.
I'm the one who introduced Mdu that party to radio.
Yeah.
I'm the one who said you could be on radio. Come. I remember Mogul. We used to broadcast Mogul.
Mogul the reflection.
So I remember I called Mdu.
Okay, Zaine. Because, with this podcast, every time someone says something, someone is going to come back and clap back and whatever. So you just told us you made him do?
I didn't say I made him do. I introduced him to radio.
So with this then, what is this the university saying about it? Are they considering you something saying what it can be put together with the media department? Because now the media department is much bigger. There is UB radio right now, but a lot of people did want community radio stations back then. So Lona, what was the ultimate plan, or were you just trying to be popular?
The ultimate plan, we wanted Bad News back then to be the online radio station for UB. We wanted to be the campus radio station. Even though it didn't happen because in BW there's a lot of red tape.
Yeah.
Department of Broadcasting. It
was
a lot. You understand? Because there was a time when Taku piloted this thing. There was this area in Taku na back home. It was supposed to enable us to in the 5 kilometer radius around you.
Now you're playing with the government.
You understand? At some point we tried that, and then we ended up the time after we got into Mogu. I was not an unofficial
like a pirate radio station.
Not pirate per se.
Nobody
Nobody can control what you do on the internet.
But that's pirate because you are not registered with Bokra. You are pirating
it's like
the airwaves.
It's online. We're not. We are not on the airwaves. We're only online.
Get out with that move. If you guys do put up like a signal.
Oh yeah.
The airwaves of Botswana belong to the Botswana Regulatory Authority. But I can see that though. But I think we have to then take it all the way back. Where did you grow up? You guys have like such a unique perspective compared to the other people because why is just trying to pass a course. Of
course, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys were trying to make moves. Like, where did you grow up, for you to be this guy with these ideas?
I don't know. We dreamt a lot. I was born Kolobati. I grew up in Good Hope and Lobatsi.
Okay.
That's how I grew up. But most of the things that I learned Kolobati.
That's why you do have a motor again.
No, Nagira Barlon Farms.
Barlon Farms.
Festive Fiesta.
Okay.
Yeah. Kintona Lobatsi.
Okay.
But my
through and through, primary, junior,
primary,
senior?
Good Hope.
Good Hope.
Yeah, primary and junior, Good Hope, and then senior, Kolobati. But I was born Kolobati.
Who's in the crib with you? Who are you growing up with?
I grew up with my little brother.
Oh, that's my former teacher.
I grew up in a household with my grandmother.
Yeah.
And my little brother for the longest. The other siblings, I think I was doing Form 2 when we had the other sibling, my little brother, and then my little sister was born when I was studying my first year UB. Okay. So mostly I was raised by my grandmother and my great grandmother. Because, because at the time my mother was, was young, and how they get.
That's how girls love this nigga.
They get.
Because I think that's why I think Zaine has such a soft demeanor to women.
Yeah.
And then to the niggas he can be an asshole.
No, I'm never
all the way through. But Kaspani, where you protect yourself. Because I've always wondered why you have such an approachable demeanor. So it is because you were raised by
females, yeah. No, I think my grandmother and my grandmother, they taught me most of the things that I know now.
Yeah.
I think boy kids, they need their mothers and their grandmothers.
Yeah.
And then girls, they need their fathers.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother taught me how to be a man. This thing I got here when I see my father, it's a lie.
Yeah.
Because now I was raised through and through by women.
Yeah.
My whole life. My mother, my grandmother, my great grandmother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, dog. Well, I love my family, but I'm jealous because I can imagine the reassurance that comes with that. So how do you see that impacting the guy that you are now? What are some of the traits they this is because I was raised by these strong
you know
women.
what? My grandmother taught me, there's one lesson that I always tell people when I talk about my grandmother. My grandmother was way ahead of her time, yeah? My grandmother taught me the difference between fairness and equality. Yeah. Before I was taught that concept to go moral education. Yeah. My grandmother taught me because it was me and my little brother, so I got 2 years. Yeah. So we had different interests, me and my little brother. Yeah. My little brother I was that one who from school, from as young as standard 1, standard 2, from Sgala now go to the library.
Yeah.
And then from the library I talk before. So now I've always been a bookworm.
Definitely.
Kind of, understand?
Yeah.
So even growing up, I could talk about TV, and my aunts were saying, hey, what
is that?
I don't know.
What is that whole thing?
So she understood. I used to ask, so I had I
didn't want to take it there, but that's what it meant. Yeah.
So,
oh my God.
So my grandmother understood that we were different. Yeah. Even with colors, I'm somebody who always loved bright colors.
Yeah.
My little brother always liked color to be dark.
Yeah.
So we're almost the same. She understood that This one or the Karazi. Because my little brother I support the Pirates, I was supporting Chiefs. You understand? So Laraka, I live over my Lahar Solel. Like you can know that Hata. As more thing, Kisulala, because Kebana, and I do know this one eats more, so I have to dish more to this one, and this one doesn't eat as much, so I did. So that's when I learned the concept of fairness, between the difference between fairness and equality. Yes, you can be fair. You can be equal but not fair, because you're going to give somebody more of what they don't want, while there's somebody who actually needs more. But you are not being fair.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Bars. I wish we had like a bomb, dog. But like I feel that completely. And with that, I think that also gives to like how you are. You pay so much attention to detail.
Yeah.
You don't see every one the same. You know what I mean? I've realized. No, so the schools, the public school, private school, which schools?
No, public school through.
Yeah.
When I got to LobSec, when I started doing Form 4, there are so many people who thought English media. Because of my demeanor, because of because of I was this chubby little kid. So they thought Crescent. Because there's an English medium called Crescent. So you know Nazarene.
I know Nazarene.
Nazarene was my classmate.
Oh,
she actually the first
Miss
person,
Masunga.
The first person to welcome me in my class. When I need a notebook, I have this. When I need a pen.
So you've always been liked by pretty girls. No, because Nazarene is gorgeous. You know what I mean? So, oh my word. Listen, we need to get into this thing though. But we'll get into it a bit further on. So with Zgela, you were able to then finish your schooling. So in Zgela, what were you dreaming you wanted to be? Because I think there'll be these people who come to the whole especially in public school, where Mogolo motivate that one. And then when no how to go from 5 years no better online and even growing up.
I don't think I ever saw myself as anything except what I'm doing. No, wait. Here's the thing. I grew up listening to. That's the reason why my journey started with radio. Because I grew up listening to every day before I went to school. Down south we used to listen to a lot of Multimedia FM. So there was breakfast to Manyape at some point. It was Datlas Musadi, who's now my friend.
Yeah, man. Oh, I saw you at our old place.
Yes, you understand.
Hey, don't get pop.
So I've always wanted a career in that. Entertainment. Yes. That's why even when I go to school I was like, I'm book smart. Even my parents, they fought me for a very long time until my mother said, King, this is what he wants, let me because my brother was, you got all A's and A stars go from 5. What is it that you are looking for?
Damn, so you're one of them niggas.
Yeah.
Who chose this life?
Yeah.
You didn't have to do this thing.
Let me tell you something that people didn't know. I was doing pure sciences,
yeah.
And then
you're part of the club.
Registered the exam that Form 5. I registered for subject that I didn't do the whole 2 years, social studies, and I was the only A star in the whole school. For a subject I didn't do in 2 years.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's how smart I was.
Yeah.
Because to me, being book smart it was more like you gotta get common knowledge. Like to me, I never thought I was intelligent. I was like people are supposed to know these things. Why don't people know this? Unfortunately, when you start how we test a subject like chemistry, acid, bases, and salt. Yeah. That's the basics of chemistry. So that's what you should know before anything else. So biology also we do the composition of the cell. That is basics. So you start with the basics and then you grow and you grow. Because once you have the foundation, nothing can stop you. Because everything else
comes from that. Yo. You're opening my mind up to a lot of it, and I think
with even with how to call the exams after Form 5. There was this something called mole concept.
Yeah.
Well,
I wasn't.
Every time I worked at that home, it was usually about 15 marks. Usually when I worked at that problem, similar from and then you go back and check.
Listen. I'm trying to figure out then why because we are going to when I'm bad news, but we are now working in the corporate world now. But then I'm trying to figure out if you were able to get A stars and all of this stuff, how then do you end up with an FD? And first of all, what were you accepted for?
I was accepted for social sciences, which is
Lord.
economics. Yeah.
Me too. So what did you end up? Did you end up majoring?
No, I didn't. Because I get
it out on your
yes, I get it. It ends up, not giving your books attention because you are following this.
Yeah.
I think after bad news, I guess that's when I started now. We get
this is your first or second year?
Second year. ATI, Noello.
Hey.
When I started working ATI, Noello, and then I branched into a different homo in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Before I went into promotions. I went into promotions, I think, after I met Anthem, Groovy Souls, and then Sabelo.
I want this corner here. When did you decide, fuck it, I'm going to disappoint my mother, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother and not finish this course? When was that moment for you?
I think it's when I started working with ATI.
You want to blame Ati for this?
No. Because I think we made the same decision around the same time. Because ATI started becoming big.
Yeah.
So the money started rolling in.
Yeah.
Toss.
Yeah.
Also, I was handling Noello. I'm the one who started Noello.
Oh, so that's how you actually got into it when you were promoting those guys' shows.
Yes. Yeah, there's this guy who said you could be good in artist management because of how, Extra Fly. There's a guy who's called Extra Fly.
Hey, you're not Chama boy.
Extra Fly logo Sorrowe.
Yeah.
We had a show go Sorrowe by Anthemo. And you can be good. How about manage? I was supposed to actually manage Extra Fly. Because he was an artist as well.
Yeah, he had a jam.
Yeah, and then January, I think when I came back, I was in studio and then Risky Abantelist. The villain, the producer. And we have a project, the 100% mixtape. You'll have a money when I grow up. And we have a project coming up, so I want you to take care of this project.
How did he know about you though?
Social media.
How would he, so on social media, what were you doing on social media? Or not prominent enough for bad news to employ you as a presenter?
I was doing nothing. I was just sharing a whole lot of stupid things.
Okay.
Back then.
Porn?
No, not porn. Come on.
I'm playing.
Not porn.
I'm trying to figure out. Some kids wanna learn.
You know that people who are just popular because it's them. Or you post and you have 200 likes.
Who's an example of Zaine aftermath right now? Back then. Right now, you're in the poster. Is it BJB? Were you the BJB of this? But I know at least he has some comments to it.
In terms of content, it's not him, but in terms of popularity, it's BJB. But minus the content.
Okay.
Because I've always been a smart person.
No, me, I know this. So I fucks with you, Papa.
So in terms of homo, I think BJB is the one who I can say really came close.
Yeah, disruption. Yeah, the status quo, like how things were being looked at, what being cool meant. Okay, I feel that.
Because even before us, before Tifkes, before me, I don't think people really knew how to use social media in terms of the music industry, in terms of marketing artists, in terms of marketing their music.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a time, the one campaign that I always remember, when There's a song, it was supposed to be on 200% mixtape by Italian. There's a song called Sopao. That song was trending 2 weeks before it came out.
Yeah.
Because we'd create a hit online before people even heard what the song was all about.
Yeah.
Sopa was big on social media before even anyone ever heard even one lyric from Sopa. And the timing of how we released Sopa, exactly the weekend after Miss Botswana.
Yeah.
Because there was this line I Miss Botswana pipey. But that song was long. So when we released the song on Monday after Miss Botswana, it became so huge. Even radio stations were hating that. People who were not playing that song because
controversy. I can get my radio stations. But I think you guys really need to be given props for that, because even in my little world, bad news to a point a lot of anyone who is progressive, okay, this is where the entertainment industry is going.
Yeah.
Young people are no longer listening to your common Yaronas, your RB2s for young content. People are now able to release their own music on Facebook. And I don't know why they didn't catch on to movement. a hit song nowadays, it's the norm now.
The
You
norm,
don't need radio
You
to
don't.
make a hit. So how did you guys capture that essence? I think this is why I want to understand how were you guys able to have enough foresight or this is actually going to be a thing.
I think it was mostly because we were able to touch on topics that other radio station wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because of whatever, politics or whatever.
No, license, yeah.
Yes, you understand. So I think that's why the youth identified more with us.
Yeah.
Even those who were outside Botswana who couldn't get hold of radio stations high.
Yeah.
Our radio station was huge on Botswana, the UK, Malaysia, because now they had opportunity to listen to. Because I think at the time the only radio station was accessible online. I think it was Govt Family, FM, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
But now here's a radio station where with people they can relate to, because most of the people in the Mahatsing, people I used to school with.
Yeah.
Go UB, because go UB before the base and then
They
back
go
go UK
outside,
and then but the Malaysia, understand? So that's how it started, and then that's how it grew. Because people used to, how I market.
I feel that for sure.
It's always, that's how that radio station caught on.
Awesome stuff. So now here you are. You, like I said,
So let me say something. If I can tell you the Batavat Lumudi at 10 time, you'll be surprised.
Tell me.
You'll be surprised.
Because I believe,
okay, Martin will be funny.
Because that was, guys, Google Bad News FM, okay? No one understood what it was. You know what I mean? We used to watch it on Facebook. It's local music, and also it had a website as well.
Yeah.
Tell us some of the people who became prominent because of it.
I'm the one who trained Martin Multimedia.
Charisma.
Yeah. I remember the first time he was on radio, it was never, so I have to
calm him down, yeah.
To Mostana Patani.
Okay.
Startman Star, I think one like Pierre BFA or something, or G.
Yeah.
The guy, I saw him on TV also.
Yeah.
Kebaras. There's a guy called Jakes Kelebe, was a sports presenter as well.
Yeah.
There was this guy on the AB360. He was a sports journalist as well.
Yeah.
Some of the people that I've mentored, Tatozandile Bawe.
Yeah, I know Tatozandile.
Yeah, those are the people and do the party. I'm the one who introduced them to say, you can do radio.
Let's do this.
Because I was hosting a lunchtime show.
Yeah.
Go had to go trailer for UB. So I used to call him lunch, co-host. That's how he got into radio.
Wow, man. I'm happy you're telling these stories because sometimes we really don't know how it all starts for a lot of people. But this is absolutely awesome. How then do you traject from that? When did you realize what bad news is not going anywhere, or did promotion take you away from hustling and bad news?
Yeah, I think artist management. Because there are three phases in my thing. The radio life, and then the artist management.
With Noello and ATI.
Yeah. And then went into promotions. I started working with Noello, so it became busy. That's when now I shifted
that song though.
Yeah, but there are a lot of good songs in that.
As well.
When we didn't win Song of the Year.
Yeah.
I was because I know the amount of work we put in that song in terms of marketing that song, and then that song was the song Italians Mostrati.
Yeah.
At the time, Bosokema was a very, very big song.
Definitely.
Mostrati came and did wonders. I remember September 2012. I think it was you on your set. You played Kilketa for 48 hours.
Yeah.
I remember you played Pirata Drama Boy and then you played it, and people thought 80 hours there
was on the stage
when Kilketa came on.
Yeah.
Oh, that song was big.
Because that's what I used to try to do. Like every single time I hear a really good song and I don't see the dudes on the lineup, I jam the songs in between and just have the crowd sing it. Mushisho Bukiling. Now you're that guy. You're the one booking nowadays. I want to fast forward to now. You want to stop me here?
We'll get there. No, I'm not stopping you anywhere. We'll get there.
Because I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so your first artist was ATI and Noello.
Yep.
Damn,
those
that's
are the
a way to
I started
start.
working with. Yeah.
That's a way to start. So why did you stop artist management? You guys had such success with that mixtape. Was it the breakup with the guys or?
No, me and the guys. ATI then moved on to work with. I think with Hard Chamogoro Nago TF Creations, now it's my Lifa man. So what he gets under Lee management, as under Lee management, Domon Chabo of campus. Yes, that's when one started. And then I worked with Noello, and then ATI came back and they did a 200% mixtape. I think they only did one song. The only one single was released from that. I don't know what happened after. I think that's when after I broke away from TF because I had differences with the boys at the time because there were so many people who were telling them a lot of things.
Yeah.
Or no, we can manage you better. You know, guys. When they see product, they see. That's when I left, and then I worked with, and then that's when I got into promotions.
Why did Noello and ATI break up?
They didn't break up per se. I think at the time ATI's brand was bigger, so it needed more attention from him as a solo artist. So he didn't have time.
That's not what anyway, I'm just trying to say.
I'm telling you the other one is from where I was.
I'm just asking. They're both my brothers.
They never had beef. Honestly, if they had beef,
the guys who laugh a lot.
Never had beef.
So I want someone who was inside the camp so that we can kill all of the
ideas
they never
had
have.
Beef. Just a matter of, I think also there's also the new management also, I think he had a hand in that.
Off campus.
Let's focus on you for now because you are gigging, you are big, so because that's how the album Apollo Yamoto came about.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to hold 200% mixtape first, but I wanted to do Apollo Yamoto.
Okay.
Because the only thing you try to get it started off as maybe that far. That song originally, that song in a Cali Beats and OZF on it. I think they produced Cali Beats, that song, and then Risky about no, we need to change this about change and get to what you know now. But I think the current one, I think they let them apply a motor. Yes.
You're helping with the other ideas that I have about the OZF Teddy and ATI debacle. That became the song that it is.
No, the song was still there. Risky recreate Pina from scratch.
Where is he now, though?
Risky he's based in Toronto now.
I thought he was in the UK or something.
No, he at some point he was in Australia, and then he came back sometimes last year.
What's up?
Now we're based to go Toronto. That guy's my best friend. That guy's my best friend.
I remember that side. And this music, while it's all coming out like this, what is going on in your head about the music industry in Botswana?
This is 2012 to 2013.
So now, for you to get into promotion, this is after TF.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Nobody in. What bet you in the promotions? Because it seems this is where you stayed.
I think the first break I was given by Groovy Souls.
Oh.
They had this pens down event, so because everybody wanted to leverage my following on Facebook, they used to have this ticket agents.
Yeah.
Back then, it was me, Lex, the Cabelotron.
Okay.
We were like the ones who were popular in terms of pushing tickets.
Hey.
More center, more UB.
Marketing. Pens down Motako, Yaga Ice Prince.
No.
Yamule
Pens down Groovy Souls.
That's when I realized I was old.
At some point, they partnered with Gucci. At some point, yeah.
Because that thing was huge.
It was huge, yeah.
So that's when
So as the UB Connect for them, yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, Anthem introduced me to Sabelo. And then Sabelo told me, most of the things that I know about promotions I'd learned from Sabelo.
So what were you doing for Sabelo at this point?
Funny enough, Sabelo threw me into the deep end the first day I met him.
Yeah.
Kikopele ka di 31 December. Khole booster bash.
Yeah.
Pakela I think Anthem and somewhere rekopana. There's this fuel station in Ngago Mutsingela Block 5. Rekopale Sabelo bantarno. This is what I need you to do for me. That is still I want you to be there to make sure the shuttle out that is to go airport.
Yeah.
And to the hotel. At the hotel you need to be taking care of the artist. Or I did jeleba nole about checking in Marco or about back venue and back, and then in the morning from the hotel to the airport. It was a huge, because at the time, I think that was the time when I booked Lebo, a spirit chaser from the UK, real people, Tony Morello also, and then there was Valso, there was Tumelo, all who used to work with Block Coffee. So he threw me to deep end first day.
Sheesh. So from then on now, because I'm trying to get to the point where you become Mr. Keys to the city, because I don't think you worked for him for long.
No, I
about
didn't.
52.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you before you started moving on to the next thing?
Actually,
or even have the idea that you could actually do it by yourself?
Yeah, I'm building towards the Mr. Key thing. He told me you need to do everything by yourself.
Yeah.
It is busy.
Yeah.
And I'm a big team and Zaine, Mr. Zaine, you need to learn. And then he told me how artist do not care about the artist. You care about the person behind the artist. Who's the manager?
Yeah.
That is the person who has the business.
Yeah.
He tells the artist what to do. The artist I just told her, so I started building relationships with artist managers then.
Yeah.
The name Mr. Keys to the City came because of the connections that I have. I built so much connections through that interaction, and my other things I was doing even back when I was still in radio, I built so many connections in the industry.
Yeah.
That's when I got to meet Bomusako, Groovy Soul, a whole lot of artists, because I already understood how to network and how to build relationships in a professional setup.
Definitely.
So that's where the name is the keys, because I have the keys. I have
You got the
connections.
Keys to the key. Oh my God!
the name Keys came when I moved to Joburg.
Yeah.
Because before, it was Coolest in the Seat. Before I started working in Joburg, it was Coolest in the Seat. And then after Josie and I became Keys. Because I remember my first tour in Joburg, I was touring with Aries. Well, that's when Aries just left Ambitious.
Yeah.
So when I got there, we did Mahikeng. It was my birthday tour.
Yeah.
We did Mahikeng, we did Santine, we did Centurion, and then the other show we did in Botswana.
Laurel, did you hear who he said? We have a big fan of Aries in the crew, but
Yeah.
every reel is Aries. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out then why did you move to Joburg in the first place? An artist management company. How do you get in touch with people like Aries?
No, at the
and start touring?
time I was working with an artist called Duck Boy Macy. He was a DJ.
I thought you were Duck Boy Macy.
No.
You know? I kid you not. At one point, I thought you were Duck Boy Macy.
Yeah, I was working with an artist called Duck Boy. Yeah.
But I don't remember seeing him. But every time that name would pop up, nigga, somewhere only thing who. I kid you not, Zaine. I really thought you were Duck Boy Macy. Yeah?
I think it's a blessing and a curse where your brand as an artist manager, because I think that's why also I left artist management.
Yeah.
I found myself in situations where my brand is bigger than the artist that I manage. Which
Nigga,
is a bad thing.
I forgot about that story.
Yeah, which is a bad thing. So at the time when I moved to Joburg, that is when okay. Because at the time we were working with Botswana, yes.
Yeah.
This, me having so many connections.
Yeah.
There's one time I'm on Twitter. I'm somebody who likes researching about my line of work.
Definitely.
One day I'm on Twitter. There's a time when Maraza. There's this song Maraza. So it was making a whole lot of noise.
Civil Knight beat that nigga on the MC Africa at the end. So but look at how many opportunities he's had after losing to Sybil. And see what my Nene is getting.
So there's this song called
pictures. We're in the mall.
So there's this song called
Hello Nana.
So there's this song called Guan.
Yeah.
So that song was growing. So when the song was good, so now I'm curious, who's behind this push? Who's behind the PR? Because now I can understand what happens inside the dance. A song cannot just pop. There needs to be PR work. Yeah. So I went on Twitter, started researching, and then this lady was doing PR. A very good friend of mine, Gasta. So PR is right. So before, and think about Gasta, can I push on PR? So leader now I get on Facebook. Actually, we are friends because she used to work for some TV station, I think up north. And then I became a text on Facebook. Yo, I need to talk to you. I'm in Tarek. Why I'm in Botswana? But I've been looking for somebody in Botswana because I'm working with a couple of artists that I want to plug in Botswana. At the time, she was working with Maraza, she was working with Dallas, she was working with Busiswa, Nokwazi, Dr. Malenga, somebody she was working with AKA.
Yeah.
She's the lady who, when I was with them PR, Mabala Noise, Ambitious when they started. Yeah. She used to be label manager of Kalawa.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Damn.
That's after Sina. You understand? Yeah, that's how deep the connection was. So she came to Botswana and said, Botswana next week. Can you organize accommodations? I said, no, I can organize all that.
Yeah.
And then I organized that.
Yes,
she came to Botswana, I took her around, give me some of the radio station, give me a cops, man. I plug I do that, and then V had she's in town. So
what's new?
So I said, "Well, mad." So I said, "Well, mad." Go to and then my pizza hey, you want this lady? So I'm with you. I want come to my office. Go. He still at an office. Go block 5.
Yeah.
We went there, introduced them, and then that's when they started working together. I think that's when Lynn after a few months, I started via his manager.
Yeah.
Yes. And then going to Joburg, it was her because for you.
Hold up first. Before we go to Joburg, what happened with you and V?
Me and V happened.
Because I want us to kill it before.
No, it happened. It happened after I came from Joburg.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So should we let him go to Joburg first, or?
But before then, there was certain things he would call me for help, and would work.
All right. So then you bounced to Joburg with this lady and stuff.
Yeah, and then we started working more with the project Duck Boy. I remember we did collaborations with me. Lebo Mackenzie from Rhythmic Elements.
Yeah. Everyone was copying Mackenzie's style.
Yeah.
I heard some nigga on Salt and Lucas track. I thought it was Mackenzie.
No, it's not him. But he has a new song with Kabza. I think it's coming out soon.
Brother, never.
Yeah. That's my brother for life.
We digress.
Yeah.
No, Mackenzie, brother. But every time my girl plays it, and I thought it was him.
But he did a song also with linked up with Govt. We did a song with Govt. He did a song with Shivas also.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
We're in Joburg. We're about to work on Duck Boy Macy's album.
Yeah, we're working on Project Duck Boy. I remember the time when I was like, when his video was launched more live amp. That was the biggest music TV show at the time in Africa at the time.
Bonang was presenting Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the time when that song, that video launched, I think we were in Durban. Yeah, we were in Durban that night because we had it only December, so we had a couple of gigs for Durban.
Yeah.
Because that boy at that time was hot.
No, he had this one jam that took all over, and then we always waited for the next project. I think that's what my problem was. And it never really connected for him like that. Like, anyway, you know better.
I think the reason why he didn't connect was because then I left to V. I think that's when his brand just...
It went all the way down. Yeah. Why did you go from Ampizi, and how did you guys work, and how did you guys ultimately split?
It was January. Yeah. We actually arrived from Pretoria. Yeah. So in fact all these figures. Yeah. I was called by figures and about one and no. He wants you to manage him.
Yeah.
Okay. We met President I want you to become my story is very persuasive. It's very difficult to say. So I cannot make a decision without telling him, do you mind if I manage both of you? And he said no.
That boy,
I don't manage. I don't mind.
Yeah.
And then I go listen. And then, but I mind if you work together. Because then you need to understand, as an artist manager, V is like the ultimate artist.
I know.
You cannot say you're an artist manager and you haven't managed the best in the country.
Yeah.
So for me, V was like the ceiling.
It was an opportunity.
Was an opportunity.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? No. So Manolo like they want
no, it's just a friend. We're just gonna hang out with them. What's wrong with you? Why are you being insecure?
Then I started working with V, and then I'm meeting my piece requires a lot of your time. So I mean, he's feeling some type of way. He doesn't tell me.
That boy.
Hey, he's feeling some type of way. He doesn't tell me. We were staying in the same house.
Oh shit! Like that.
I like to give one of the guys went to center down with Solo.
Yeah.
I won't lie. So the time I was like on Nabusula.
Yeah.
Montro on Nabusula. Just a buoy, Namontuaras a buoy.
Yeah.
I'm not about to send a message, but we're in the same house. And then I've been now, you should I saw Mickey Kisut.
Yeah.
Then I Kisut, and then that's when I focused more on peace.
Yeah. So what are some of the highlights of working with Mampizi?
I think I started working on
the baptism of fire.
I think I started working on with Mampizi when he was working on the second album.
Yeah.
The Local Africa War, because I remember the time we used to attend a lot of meetings go Universal.
Yeah.
We used to meet Biscuit. I think at the time Biscuit Bisao
Kabakwe.
Yeah, bula record label.
Yeah.
that's the first time when they started working on that TV show. It was Satlas. I remember there was one time, and then but they were shooting one of the episodes in Mapirha.
The TV show with Satlas and Fat Joe.
Yeah.
It did come out though.
Yeah, it did come out. Yeah, it did. Yeah.
It was on SABC.
Yeah, I think it was on SABC. I never really followed it, but I know it came out.
But come on, you see, like moves like that are always what puzzles me. It's like we do moves like that once every 10 years. Why do you think it was so hard? Why do you think it's so hard?
Let me tell you something about Mafrika. South Africans are very protective of their industry. They are very jealous. Like even there are certain things they won't do for you. Yeah, they'll do a collab with you, they'll do this, but that those things what they won't let you in on them. That's how they are.
How do you know the difference? Because a lot of the time, let's say, we always have South Africans come through to Gabs, and then let's say Hensi or Pelabund. I always tell them, like, this nigga is lying to you.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. While my phone how lenda go Josie Kwana, while block a number so how do you know which connections are genuine and which ones are not? Because you've been able to make some really good connections.
I think it depends on the individuals. Like even the interaction. Because also before you can actually consider anybody a connection, there needs to be communication or consistent. Okay, no, this is my brother. And they will give you that reception. You can just meet somebody once and expect or
my brother.
My brother. You can't. There needs to be some sort of consistent interaction between both of you guys. Because I think the first person who really opened up the arms to me, again, Gast, and then Kibuti. He used to manage both trademark alebo Zintlengidi back in the day.
You're the one who bamboozled us with trademark, huh? Well, trademark
at the time I was dating the lead vocalist.
So, because I remember there was a time where trademark was like the ultimate in here. Ancestral,
so the lady was my friend.
Okay. So, take us through some of the artists that you were able to interact with in your initial stages.
Locally or internationally?
Internationally.
Internationally, I think when I was in Clerbo, trademark, Mackenzie, Aries, who else? But Koli Koli was a very good friend of mine also. Mpumi
as well.
Mpumi is a sister to me also.
Definitely.
I think we outgrew each other, but sister. I think
no, so when now you're touring with Aries, what do you think that added to your arsenal? Because most of these people are dance music. How were you able to like conform with a nigga like that? You know what I mean? And what do you think about his current situation with his music?
And I think with Aries, the person who made the connection, Nelly Booty.
Okay. In Sitole.
Sitole. Yeah. So working with some lady who was managing Aries at the moment, Tuli. That's the lady who are low key communications. That's the lady behind my producer right now.
Okay.
Tuli. I think Tuli was the connection.
Okay.
I used to work closely with whenever I needed risk for any show. She will make it happen. Hey, because
now I'm gonna take a switch. Now you are one of the biggest promoters in the country right now. You know what I mean? Because like some of these things, I think we'll also talk about them as we go on. But I want to get into the crux of the matter. The talent management situation in Botswana. King is a Josie, and why is it so difficult to have direct booking agents? Why don't we have structures like that? Why can't we have structures like that over here?
It's because our industry has not much.
Explain. Everyone always says that.
No, our industry has not much, honestly. That is why that is not listener, because not people who do PR, because not people who do ANR, you know. we are really short in terms of skills like that.
Yeah.
Botswana, because it really doesn't have money. Also, the artist, it's something to like I say.
Yeah.
Artist blower, instead of you getting a seasoned manager who understands the job of being a manager, manage.
Yeah.
And that thing, because this person does not understand the music business, doesn't understand what it means to manage an artist.
Yeah.
This person cannot even write a proposal to a corporate to say, I have artist Mamang, this is what we want from this person cannot even write a simple invoice.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand the language that you use when you talk to clients, promoters, whatever. It's something that I've came in touch with extent. These artists they have no idea. Just for them to send you a picture. Or that 2 weeks here, just a picture. A flyer.
But I want to take it back to Gabs. I link alone essay because, like I say, you have a lot more experience than a lot of people. As a Botswana artist, how would you advise them to choose a manager? Because I'll give you an example, okay? You will choose someone, and then Motating Kantelingana is more famous than you. I'm not talking about the Doug Boy Macy situation.
No,
that's what happens in Botswana. You get a manager, and for some reason, and because they feel they're doing all the work. That is the job.
But like I said, people choose their friends to become their manager.
Where's the pool of managers?
I don't think there are many people who understand the music business like that.
Yeah.
Who can, but about the music business of Botswana that are usually occupied with other things. Like Sabel is one of the people about the music business.
Yeah.
Shaba, Bo Moxie, Bo PP.
Shaba is in music business.
Like right now from my interaction with him.
Oh, okay.
He
has he ever managed anyone?
I don't know. I don't think I'm putting it. I don't know.
No, some niggas just talk out their mouth. Some niggas don't know anything. Niggas have never pressed the keyboard. Shut up. Nigga.
But it's just that the reason why we're bigger than the artist, it depends on what's in the
Yeah.
Are you becoming a manager so that you can manage artists, or who are not about fame? Because if women are going to know about popular, obviously they're going to end up prioritizing themselves above artists.
But this is why I'm asking you then. How do you separate that between someone who actually, like yourself, you are so comfortable with the background. Like I don't see you always out unless it's on your timeline, on your time. Yeah. A lot of the guys by engage you like manager. Hela tablo it's him now. Like I'm saying, even in the rumor papers, we call manager so I'm always trying to, because we want them to get managers.
So nothing is people like talking, but
yeah.
Now I'm somebody who always allows my work to speak for me.
Yeah.
I don't do too much talking.
Yeah.
Yes, once in a while I would comment more the issues in the industry because you feel there are certain things that needs to be straightened out.
Yeah.
No, that's why I came here.
We can even get into that as well. Okay, everyone has an opinion about what the music industry is, but that's why I was asking you, would you ever get back into your artist management? Because
no.
Why?
Never. The artist tells me that this below this similar who feel how you feel you don't deserve the money you are getting. You want the talent. They don't look at the hard work that you do behind the scenes, the number of interviews you've organized, the number of connections you've pulled, the number of gigs they got because of your connections. They don't look at that.
Yeah.
People who think they can do better than this guy. I can manage you better. You understand? So, confused. So that's why I'm never going back to artist management. Because here's the thing. I always ask the artists, like there's always a lot of artists are always pointing fingers at promoters. And I ask myself, why?
Yeah.
Promoters in Botswana, they use their own money from their own pocket.
Yeah.
How are you going to us, it's business. Yeah. I need to look at what is good for the business first before anything else.
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult for you to get funding as a promoter in Botswana, whether from corporates or from government.
Yeah.
So how in Sial, we are always going to go for what you feel is going to do well for your business. The promoter really the promoter really Botswana. But for some reason, people, but they're always calling Africa and stuff because we are looking at making a quick buck. We need to do return. You guys are not pointing fingers at what the people who are actually responsible for creating superstars, the media, the DJs. How many DJs do you know who play at least 20% local music in their sets? How many?
Maybe not 20% though.
Yes.
Probably 5%.
You understand? And those people are the ones who teach
okay,
crowd
Kenzo, let
music.
me not say question.
Yeah.
Kenzo, Fondo. Oh God, Fondo.
Yes.
It's turned into a gay club.
It's always been like that. But it's always been like that.
Zoom is a gay club.
No, it's always been like that.
I didn't know.
It's always been like that.
I swear.
No, but that's one of the best clubs in the country.
I know.
Between Monday and Wednesday.
They sang my song like madman. Baby, nigga say nigga na man no man. Nigga hit that thing pause. You know what I mean? Yeah, so Fondo is one of them. So Mazitayano, it's not the promoters, the media,
guys,
the DJs.
Guys, anyway, because I always ask people this question. The promoters where should we benchmark? Which promoters should we benchmark from? Do you see? Are you saying South African promoters might something that we are not doing? Why are you guys not holding government, taking government to task for it? Why is the government media, radio, TV playing at least 45% local music?
Yeah.
Why aren't our DJs being plugged with local music? Why aren't they playing local music on their sets? Are you guys even giving them the songs? Are you guys even giving them the separates? I can tell you, having worked with international artists back when I was working with Dark Boy and recently with Lati, it is easier for us to get the collaborations with international than it is to get collaboration with locals. I kid you not. There's one time when young fella was still new. Nobody knew young fella. He was just producing.
Yeah. Young.
At the time he was called young fella. Who you be? That's the producer. One of the first people he got interacted with. I approached. I say, it's not at the time. Rimzi, Risky, Lebo Calibit. They were the end producers in terms of hip hop.
Oh my word! Calibit, one kids.
They were the end producer. Fella was just producing.
Yeah.
So there's this guy. He was a friend of mine in Ghana. Scientific. Scientific is a rapper. He was from Liberia, but he was based in Ghana. He has worked with D Black. D Black at some point was top 5 best rappers in Africa. Lebo Semi Black. Lebo Sakodi. I'm talking about somebody who had features Lebo D Black and Lebo Sakodi. And we were supposed to do a collaboration with a local artist here. I got a beat from fella. That guy by recorder a verse and then little hook. Maybe it was 2 beats. He got the verse, the little hook would say 2 with other artists at the time. And we were supposed to put in some local rappers of. Even up to today, I still have the file up to now. I'm talking about the 2011.
Who did you ask? Who did you go? No, name and shame them niggas.
Oh, no.
Who did you ask?
No.
Because I'm telling you right now, if you had sent it to Vizo, he would have recorded it. Because, like, come on, who did you holler
The only
at?
person I think who recorded on those verses, I think years later, Kintax. Yes. I still have the files in my email right now.
Okay, so with these type of collaborations, okay, let me play devil's advocate. Sometimes what I want to do is they're too far-fetched, okay. Zaine, I think you're on lenyato latin. I'm just saying, sometimes that's how guys are thinking.
The artists around him, before they can actually point the finger at anyone, they should point the finger themselves. You guys are not united.
Yeah, I know that.
Honestly,
I don't fuck with these niggas.
It starts with unity. Yeah, no. Nice promoters, not more than we are united.
Yeah.
Promoter don't belong. Promoter, but we understand for the betterment and for the betterment of our industry, we need to support each other. You will never see a promoter putting another promoter under fire because we face the same challenges.
So you mean to tell me every time when these artists are hanging out with each other and hugging and touching each other, these guys don't like each other?
Okay, fine. Let me give you a simple example.
Yeah.
Right now, South African artists, when there's a new challenge on TikTok, even an unknown artist, you see all of them jumping onto that challenge.
Yeah.
How many people used to jump onto Baxton's challenge? Yeah, Malabai trend.
No, I got him on the pod, nigga. I'm supporting.
No, I'm talking about
other
trend,
artists.
TikTok.
That's what I say as well. No one did. Let me just answer your question. No one did. You
Now
know?
you understand.
No one jumps on Hensy's challenges. No one jumps on them FME challenges. No one jumps. Gusto Zota was Sandela P. No. No one jumps on the Gusto's challenge. No one jumps on the Amanta Brown challenges. So yeah, I'm telling you,
And
you
then,
tell them.
and then you guys expect.
You need to stop with this you guys guy. I'm here.
You're an artist.
Okay, let me just take it. Let me just
You are
take
an
it.
artist.
No, let me just take it.
Hey,
Okay,
hey.
us guys.
You're an artist.
We don't support each other.
You guys do not support each other, and yet you expect growth. You don't support any lona. Table remote to promote a rich amateur. Did support?
Yeah.
Lona support an. Hali dually dance at alone. Leader the show. Lona the artist. Leader the show. Lona Hali duel and most of the leader. It is the artist.
Yeah.
That thing, you guys cannot blame promoters for shit because you guys are allowed to make your own shows. How many times does Frank in a year get bookie?
Not a lot.
Before I can count that in one hand.
It's usually DNR. It's not a lot.
That's why you never see Frank complain about the promoter. Frank make his own shows.
Yeah.
It is a very easy thing to do. Go your own show.
Yeah.
But there's no barriers to entry when it comes to in the entertainment. There's no joke. So everybody can be a promoter. Everybody can put up a show.
But then you guys, as the more popular promoters that are well known, that have these gigs in or about the attendance in. Sometimes we feel you guys don't feel you have a responsibility for growing the industry.
We do, and we do help artists a lot. Now personally, I've worked with artists, and I still work with artists. Zozo has worked with both Street Class Band, Bossa Class.
Yeah.
Sabelo has worked with Groove Cartel.
Yeah.
Masi has worked with Abigail.
Yeah.
Every promoter, 52 has worked with Scavenger, The promoter they work with artists.
Yeah.
Kind of people are putting inside. We do not work with us. We do.
Yeah.
But we can only help for so long.
Okay.
If we are now, how are you supposed to help if you want to help yourself? How many artists do you know right now? By Lenkore, they have a proper team. When was the last time you saw an artist campaign for a song or an EP or whatever? But this person is mounting up a huge campaign for this thing. When was the last time?
It's only Hennessy, like I'm saying, I get. A lot of the time is Hennessy.
You still blame that on us promoters?
No, I'm not blaming you guys for anything. I'm interviewing you, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming anything right now. All I'm saying is that how come it seems like you guys would rather take the low-hanging fruit, which is these guys, they have Universal behind them. They have these A&R managers behind them. When does it become about being selfish, about not opening up too much to people? And at least it's in sacrifice. I know you can't sacrifice forever, but I'm saying the people here need help. They need help putting themselves in positions where your crowds are, where you have the big crowds and stuff. You know what I mean?
But in a lineup, Caesar, the ratio of internet artists to local, what is it?
No, why? Fuck that. Why do you guys write niggas so small?
No. When was the last time you
Why
saw
would you write a nigga this big and then my little name is here?
Because that's the highlight. That is the headliner.
But psychologically, you know how that is represented. Even in other African countries, when you have things like that.
No, we do put niggas big on the flyers, even the names.
No, you try. Why not you do try?
We do. No, even other promoters they do, but you cannot put all of them like a Nabi.
I know that much.
There needs to be a distinction. I don't know. These are the headliners, and then these are the supporting acts. It happens everywhere. It happens.
So how did we come to a point where now people are accusing you guys of taking sexual favors for bookings? Why are niggas calling you gay? Are you gay? He's gay. Yeah, so nigga, did you suck that ice cream?
I was
oh my god, I'm sucking a straw. Pause.
I was saying this the other day.
It all went haywire.
I was saying this the other day. The anger that people
have just said, are you serious?
Is misplaced. Yeah?
Why would they go for that? Why would they call you insult you guys like that?
I think people sometimes are just being petty. Here's the reason why this conversation never goes anywhere. Because people do not want to discuss the issues for what they are.
Yeah.
People argue because they want to win
Argument,
and people never really discuss this with the truth and honesty that it deserves, and with the goal we need to get something out of this conversation. We need to sort out this conversation. We need to get to the bottom of this. More everybody argues, but not defensive, especially artists. They like being defensive. Artists, they will grill everyone. They will have an opinion on anyone and anyone. But once you start having an opinion about them, I'm like, guys, I work with artists on a daily in Nassau, in this establishment, be it comedy, be it poetry, be it DJs. I work with artists. I'm always putting artists on. I'm always helping guys have collaborations in South Africa on a weekly basis.
I know.
So I don't understand this narrative. The promoter in Botswana, they hate artists. They don't want to see artists grow. We try, my guy.
So, all right, apart from media and also the artists and DJs, why do you think DJs are being so... I mean this is not to insult them, but why do you think they're such enemies of progress? Because I think the buck really stops with the DJs. They don't even play each other. And you know them. I mean, Ozwin's I have a meeting, I think we irritated over you know, why doesn't Ozzy release the song that I was on with Samba once? I've never caught him play any other local song. The local songs that are usually played in hip-hop or something is usually me or Staga, and they'll play a song from 50 years ago and then they'll jam it. People don't even play Bobenti and Bovizo and people like, why are DJs not playing each other? Don't you ever ask them that?
I do. I think it's a matter of egos. No, the artists will DJ
No, back in the day.
No, the issue. No, I'm just saying generally, not you per se. I'm just generally. They play a huge role. That a person will.
Like what though? Like you think these niggas are that short-sighted? Because I want you, because like you are a pretty smart guy, dude. I want you to get in the psyche of these niggas. Okay, cool. The ultimate prize would be ultimately to get the Botswana music industry to grow and all of us to eat. I mean, niggas don't want to be dropping songs all the time. FME, it drop a pinabone. The only time Kibo never a gamer. Gusto say Wahuta Pinaga Wele hella a gamer.
It goes
what is it? Why would Gustos hate FME? Why would FME not fuck with Lati? What is it though?
But I wouldn't call it hate.
Look, I'm not playing my song.
I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't call it hate. And it goes back to what I was saying. These guys are directing the anger at the wrong people. Us.
Zaine, you're not going to duck this question. I'm
not ducking it. I do not know why guys don't play each other's music.
Do they talk shit about each other behind each other's back?
Of course they do.
Like what? And it's girls. I knew it. I fucking knew it. You know what I mean? And I think this is why this
is the biggest enemy in the entertainment.
But why are we such haters? Papa, we're here on this table eating this ice cream, getting to the bottom of this shit. Why do we hate on each other? Because I'm done blaming you guys. I was just on the phone with Easy B the other day. Anyone who cusses Easy B out, that man gave me 500 pula when I was 18 years old for rapping my song. Yes, I can get money for singing my songs. You know what I mean? But to this day, that is my big brother, and I will fight people for him. That's how much and because I know it's not your fault.
Yeah.
I want you to help me understand why are Batswana this way, especially the ones in the music industry. Niggas get girls, niggas get money. Why do we hate on each other getting the same thing?
I think also the issue that they need to put into fact
and not get girls like that.
Motswana hard to doing better than them.
It's a Botswana thing.
It's a Botswana thing. That's why on social media, there are always people who are always questioning why are they good influencer? Like they always want to take your blessings from you.
Yeah.
Like people never want to give credit where it's due. It's like, hey, what about the influencer? I think that is why also when he was talking about
I was just trying to piss him off.
that is still not hanging around after Batswana. That's one thing. ATI did very well. Drama also did it very well.
Wizards, Clever. Wizards.
No, V doesn't hang around. Hi, that performer. He's out.
You know what? I don't hang around because you niggas are gonna kick me out. I saw once go shaggy. You know, niggas were in the back there. Ibileli Eve. Yeah. Get out. So you mean to tell me you've never moved niggas out of a VIP?
No, for what?
Zaine, you're lying.
No, I've never.
No, look at me in my face.
No, for what?
You've never moved artists because an artist is coming?
No, for what?
Come on. I hope someone in the comments tells me.
Okay, here's the thing.
So you have moved some people?
No, here's the thing with me. I don't work with artists, but I mostly gravitate towards working with artists I have a relationship with.
Yeah.
Even in SA. Some people that I understand.
But you do know about people moving people?
I do know that there are certain instances where people were moved from the VIP because artist mama is coming. Yes, I've seen it. I think also I've seen it was AKA Naleka Hineman. Yes, I think I've seen it at some point. No, but it's the fault I promote because an artist rider, ya go bolela gore ha nanting in na bone ba knows. So when I as a promoter, if you don't read that and you don't prepare a space abone ba knows, it's going to happen like the more artist it's I'm not coming in unless you clear the VIP. I want to tell you should have a section gore ke artist ya knows. But as a promoter, because artists have a rider, yeah, be similar. Because Africa rider, yeah, state or no. It's not really personnel security, we need this many bodyguards. They make it very clear.
During the 2020 COVID situation, you were one of the more vocal people.
Exhaust.
Well, both you and Exhaust are taking a lot of feel or you guys are like symbiotic, like somewhere. We want to get together. But Exhaust and Nabu are on social media. But there's an article here from the Voice of America. After a home minister music fair. So they're talking about dance floors being converted into seating areas. We just saw tunnel open up. We just saw which other place? Every place doesn't have a dance floor. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what the conversation was about. What is this article all about? I think you remember it, where you said there should be sufficient spacing between tables. I think it was during masking and whatever like that. Are you guys mad because artists got money and you guys didn't?
We went, now when I was promoters, we are used to being treated like that.
Why never?
I don't know. Because people never really consider promoters. Because it's also the Bot 50 situation. There were shows which were staged in every region of the country. What we expected, Rona, was for every region or identify a promoter region, like Cabernet Farms, go Maharape on a Lisby, go Mauna RNR, go identify the promoter from each and every region, and every region promoter go in a way it has with the responsibility of organizing and coordinating the event during that time about 50. But we saw guys we don't even know.
Who were those guys?
I don't know.
Because I think we should, as promoters, I think that was an opportunity for you guys.
A very huge opportunity.
Who chowed the Bot 50 money as far as the Bot 50 is concerned? Because I didn't see it trickle down to artists. What happened during that time where people were supposed to get relief, but nothing happened?
Hey, like I said,
after alcohol levy, what Bot 50 about
like I said, I don't think the people in the offices understand the importance of engaging us. Anything to do with entertainment, how engage you the right people when I did the events we expect to have an event like a president holiday you need to engage but there are certain professionals in that field the same way about 15 they're expected to go to the event all over Botswana. Identify a promoter from each and every region in charge of those, something that we didn't see up to today. Even the major one in it I think it was Cricket Club. I don't think as many promoters or any promoter was involved in terms of consultation on how that event, because I mostly saw white people when I got there.
Damn.
Hey.
Hey, okay, let's talk a little bit about your promoters, your generation of promoters, because I think I always want to make that distinction as well. Honor there is promoters from before you guys and when ATI came through, because that's how I judge it. Now, easy be. Ke di brazil tse di grote yana bo fish yana ke bone batho ba generation e leng gore ke bone ba e leng gore ne ke la around that time. With you guys, what is your relationship with government? Because there is the Botswana Entertainment Promoters Association. What do you think of that association? And since you say you guys are together, are you making any progress in making sure on all these basic pay, there's a basic commission for everything? Like, what's going on with that?
I'm a part of PEPA, and right now there's transition year leadership from OPP now. The acting president is somebody in our generation, D4D.
Oh, D4D?
Yeah.
Hey,
that's the acting president.
He's the president now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you guys were at Molapo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who's the president now? Association, like in terms of coming up with new ideas and new initiatives. Point in case this DBS roadshow, so many events are benefiting from that in terms of content from us. DBS, so that's a step in the right direction, even though there's certain things still they need to be polished, but they're moving in the right direction.
But what does that mean for the artists? Like, the oh God! All right, so now there's this argument you were having with Tabang. I think I need to pull out the thing. I wasn't ready this time. Am I even connected? Listen, okay, you need to open it from your thing.
It's open.
Oh, it's wide open. Oh, Fly Cafe, where the internet is always open. Nigga, we shouldn't find you just hanging out here. So what do you think about the ice cream though so far?
It's nice.
I get like what's the is controversial. Like so far we're just good. What about?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to
even
needs a password, nigga.
No, you go guest.
Guest easy.
Okay.
It's like a best. So you and social media. Nowadays, you are being expressive and why you okay, so this nigga, do you know him? Tabang Ankaroke. How do you know him?
I've worked with Tabang in the past.
Huh?
I've worked with Tabang in the past. I think part of album Noello was the real quite Tabang.
Oh, here's a studio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He used to have a studio in Phase 2. I don't know about now.
Okay.
But back then he had a studio in Phase 2 and we recorded part of there's a song called Oscar Becha that I remember he recorded
okay.
Noello.
All right.
So
you guys do have like a relationship with each other.
Yes.
So
even after this, I called him.
Hey,
even after this, I called him. I think some of the things there in that post were unnecessary.
He said a whole lot. Okay. I'm trying to open it up. I think.
No, but I believe that was.
He was trying to hit at you.
That's not him. It was ChatGPT. No.
So this is what his statement says. Okay, I have observed your remarks regarding the creative community for far too long. Initially, I held on to the hope that you would recognize the profound irritation your comments provoke among us. Despite our consistent efforts to refrain from reciprocating negativity. Yo, my God, this is ChatGPT. My respect for you stemmed from an understanding that, like every citizen in this nation, you strive to earn a living. However, it perplexes me that we find ourselves at this juncture where I feel compelled to shed some light on the matter. You made derogatory remarks towards us creatives, and this serves as a feeble excuse to an insult. This is long. I can't read this.
But what you say? Because I said people's anger is misdirected.
Okay, what you had said, and then
I just said the creatives they have misplaced anger. That's what I said.
Like you're saying, the anger should go towards the media and towards the DJs.
DJs are the ones who create hits. DJs are the ones who are in charge of introducing people to new music, not us.
Yeah.
And how do you create demand? Through DJs. DJs are supposed to introduce that. Radio stations are supposed to play that song on high rotation for it to be a hit, for people to actually like the song, for the artist to actually trend. Not us as promoters. We as promoters, we take what is already trending.
Yeah.
Artists trend, we don't do anything. Not the artists listen to get trend from media, TikTok, whatever.
Yeah.
From what DJs are playing. We listen to what DJs are playing in the club, what people are responding to.
Yeah.
That's what we as promoters do.
Yeah.
We don't promote anyone. That's it.
Hey.
Wait,
I understand it, but is there any other way I can ask this question, though? There's no other way I can ask this question, right? I mean, it's clear, though. I think guys need to take some more responsibility.
For their own brands.
Let's talk about now, the music industry. Instead of you guys now going out to corporations and getting, and setting up proposals and whatever, from companies, I guess, that don't give you guys money. Now there is this advent of, what do you call this thing? Now there is this advent of financiers. And then Zaine, and then I give it to Zaine, and then in that I have my own wish. Wait, in that me giving you a meter, can I wish list? Hey, maybe. That's why I'm Bugaska. So, explain to me these venture capitalist financiers, the music industry. What part do they play? And who are these niggas?
No, this thing happens everywhere. This is what
Where
happens.
is everywhere? I mean,
no, wait. This is what happens, yeah? We promoters are also entertainment consultants. There's, like you said, there are people who come to us and say, Zaine, 200,000, 250. Can you please coordinate for me?
Yeah.
We do that for them. But Naila, in terms of them pointing out who they want on the lineup, I don't think I've worked with 2 of them.
Yeah.
In my life as a promoter, I don't allow somebody to determine or dictate who I get on the lineup. You need to tell me what the event is. Now with my experience, I know or event artist I don't, because at the end of the day it's not about what you like.
Yeah.
How do you line up an event? Playlist.
Yeah.
You do what is good for the business. But what can make you man? But clientele, do they resonate with that artist?
Yeah.
No, if not, then we're not going to take that artist. I think that's why no,
ke yone beef ya teng gone gore ba re go na le majita ba na le madi ba le neela sa ka teng, and then go na le yone playlist ya mokoloing.
Like if somebody ataka madi a gagwe and then a go a nela re mo irela event.
No, okay, from the people who try to say, oh, okay, cool, we're trying to create a music industry. It's like, all right, cool. Then why do you have a top 20 on a radio station that then doesn't feed into what goes on the ground?
I think you know why, Scar.
I know, nigga, but I'm just saying.
That one you know.
There is a disconnect.
Because here's the thing with radio.
It doesn't create an industry. When you have, let's say One Take is number 1 right now, and all of the shows that have hip-hop acts are popping up, and you don't see him there. You're like, all right, cool. Why is this nigga number 1 on this thing? Why is he being promoted so much and Batswana is screaming so much about him if this doesn't trickle down to bookings? So there is a whole disconnect in our whole thing, and it's made by you niggas taking money from outside, by taking the easy way out.
How are we taking the easy way out?
Taking niggas money who also go tender. How is that
the easy way out? Because nobody else is giving us the money. The government is not giving us the money. What about the corporations? The corporates are not giving us the money.
So these are the only niggas you niggas can get money from?
No, they're not the only niggas. It's just that once in a while you meet somebody who comes to you and say, what can we do?
Hey.
It's not like every event that we're putting out there, it's financed by these guys.
But
no.
What is their objective? How about
What about profit? What about the profit?
Profit.
I think the reason why
yes or no?
No, the reason why sometimes Haji. Here's why: because guys are not really upfront with these guys. This is you are rolling a die. Why gamble? When I with this industry event, why gamble? So many things can happen.
Yeah.
People might not come. for whatever reason. Also, you need to understand the event the overheads.
Yeah.
So event there is a sponsor. And you need also to be artist specific, or you need to get the proper artist, and also you need to control your costs as a promoter. You need to develop the concept more than the lineup, because lineup is a tour. Artist is a tour. So sometimes artist take rather alone. It's crazy. Get an artist like Shakaina. The first time I saw Shakaina's tech ride, I was like,
oh, what that?
Like, this I don't even know. The keyboard, I get eaten. So I remember at the time, this is a rasp guy level. Take a guy with views.
But the tech one, not hospitality.
Not hospitality, the tech one. Hospitality is crazy because she travels with a 9-piece band. You have to fly all of them. On top of that, the accommodation is on you. That food, that drinks, you give them per diem. All of them. So take abone alone. Take abone alone. Okay, I know what I hate my do thing. I know I do sound the hell ele backtrack.
Liki said it's antiro. From the beginning. We can build this together. So if we get the DJs in line.
I'm the artist. We are building together. It always happens like that.
So what? You've had guys by you build together.
That's why I'm saying
out.
I'm never going back to artist management because of that. I'm never going there.
So, but you feel a lot of artists
artists are very selfish. Once person I feel around by go gym, they will drop you like hotcakes.
Who has dropped you, right? Just give us one. Because I'm not looking for controversy. I'm just saying
but nobody has dropped me. But it got to a point where guys reach a certain level. Now they become big headed, they don't listen anymore.
So that's making you not want
non-controllable. Non-controllable. And also, control because I don't feel around horror. Now, but I feel it was mamang. Mamang,
I feel that's also a uniquely Botswana problem.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of us, how small on popularity, you start thinking, well, that's power.
Because this issue, the artist, we need to look at it from both sides. Little nice promoters were not 100% clean from this whole mess. But the artists, they need to look at themselves. What is it that they're doing wrong? Like I was asking you right now, how many artists do you know when I manager a proper press release? First off, how many of them have a manager a proposal? I send them the corporates. How many of them have a manager of starting something new? Maybe some say a talk. Now with my artists back then, we used to do tours. We did not rely on rings, book everything. We used to do that. But artists nowadays, what expect. You create your own thing. We try busy when as an artist. You need to have a team which understand the importance of that. I know these guys are not going to book us. Then we need to the movement. Do you think they wait for promoters?
Those kids they remind me so much of our generation.
That's what's supposed to happen. And you cannot even find the music on iTunes and other streaming platforms. You understand? How many songs, how many Botswana hits can you find now? How can such a more Spotify, more Apple?
No, let's repeat the post there.
No, I'm not.
He was saying the same thing. Yeah.
How many artists right now? Email address study about DJ. As an artist or as an artist manager, you're supposed to collect. You're supposed to collect the email address of these DJs. You need to have people already only separate only the DJ only the separate the vocally, the instrumentally, the radio edit, the DJ edit. And you email. Somebody that I respect so much who keep on doing the one Raul Bryan. Raul Bryan is one of those guys I release. Go put the email that the DJ, the promoter was sent.
But you niggas are still not booking him. Oh, it's because the DJs don't play him.
The DJs.
The DJs. I think today we've come to a thing.
DJs are the one who are in charge of introducing new music to the crowd.
Even in the clubs and even in the sets on the radio, because they get given sets to play on the radio, but they never play dudes. You know what I mean? Shit. Guys, we've established this, the DJs. I want to talk now about some of the artists, because we should wrap it up in a little bit. Which artists do you think are sleeping on themselves right now if they just added a little bit to themselves? I want 5 of them. If they just added a little bit, they could be able to, like, you know, at least Namibia, because we're tired of just being here only. You know what I mean?
Amanda Brown.
What does she need to do?
I think she needs to push more. I don't think she's pushing as much as she
used to. She's got vlogs.
No, the vlog, yes, but in terms of music, I don't think she's pushing the way she used to push.
Yeah.
The other person I'll always say, the one I'm busy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, bro. I remember at the time when I started working with him, I told him, I think the problem with Mampisi, the reason why he never really penetrated like that in SA was because he was targeting Joburg. But I was telling Mampisi, Limpopo, or Northwest. That's where he needed to penetrate. Then with the budget he had then, if he had just went straight Northwest, Limpopo, I don't Limpopo, Northwest. What did
you guys break up?
There was one incident which happened, but I don't think it's the cause of the breakup per se.
Yeah.
There was one incident that happened. We were in Sandton. The weekend there are major league sessions.
Yeah.
So on the Friday evening, we went out to dinner. There was this restaurant thing more Kusani Hill along Rivonia. Get the driver, the ex-wife. I was at dinner, and then my the pre-party, the major league sessions go Kong. What is called Sumo now.
Yeah.
Morose Bank. So we went for dinner, and then went home, and then Muzenda bara ina wasala hatch. So what let the driver leave. So ile gore khangolo what go bona
Joe's in Santon.
What I think there's somebody who was performing go pre-party major league when we are I perform. So I had to go no performance in rebel. I had so the guy who managed the club at the moment was my friend Diego. Our about a big Naz, big Nazibotira, VIP. Hey, Mogula Bari. I want to go tal. What are like at the time, Carata and Namogon tap, they didn't know what is Swapatafulu. Can know Swapatafo. So tough for it. I'm the only one who drinks.
How much is that?
He doesn't drink. I think the table was 8,000. So now, can I get number? I know what Jolly drive hand. So what about last Rocco, Jenny City? Can I get number? More. So, how you rapping? I get why Muzenda apparently we had a conversation when it didn't happen.
No look on, yeah.
He didn't like it. Because you can't. I tell him to the moon. When I want to leave boss, Kirama the Garora. Can do it.
You want to go no, do you so like what the hell, dog? That's not fair. But like, I think Lenny, he could be way further. Like Libonobo Angola, I think even as far as DRC, I think even with original music. But like, let's just wrap that up. What about because there's a lot of artists that I think are really gifted. What do you think about Ginger Stone? Like, why do you think it's not connecting with her?
That girl is wonderful. No, I think it will connect now with the management she has. She's currently working with Bash. That's why I'm a Rumba Peach.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm a Rumba Peach. So I think now she will. Now also she has this new song she did with Kelvin Momo.
Yeah, I saw that on her page.
It's really getting Yeah. So she was apparently there's a new song. Okay, it's apparently there's a new song here like Chef Gustos. Which one I think is going to be a very, very big song.
Burning World.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very big song.
Priscilla.
Oh, Priscilla is a very...
She's got like an amazing pen and like a beautiful voice. What will it take to get her to the next level?
She needs to get signed. Because the last time I checked, she was working with a couple of my friends, Kako, about the same guys, Baba Red Box.
Yeah.
But the guys, Baba signed them Tunzile, Lebo Nobutle.
Yeah.
She has a relationship with them. I don't know how far in terms of them signing her, but I know there's a relationship there. Yeah. I'm not sure what we're going between and DJ levels, but I got sign you. But this song, Nigeria, Dr. Duda, that song was amazing. I don't know what happened to that so much.
She has a song with Duda?
Yeah. I think from last year or the year before last. It's a huge song with Duda, but I don't know what happened to the song, but it was a very, very beautiful song.
No, but Nana Gorbana Logo, Jola Eliwa.
No,
because like I think females buy and I'm not saying anything in disrespect but
no, this thing of dating in the same industry,
it won't grave. I know this is gonna cause some drama. But Bonana, sometimes like as a female and you're in the industry and you know you have boyfriend because music. And I'm telling you, like in this industry, it's very difficult for women to go further when they are in relationships with people.
That as an artist, people don't need to know about your love life. Because you are an artist, you can take that thing lightly, but you lose a lot of, especially the male artists. Male artists, I talk about male artists, unless at a later stage in their lives, unless it maybe a celebrity couple.
And this is not to speak bad on anyone's relationships, but like, people want to fantasize about you. You know, they want to think you're the only one. That's
why I think that's why I've never dated anybody in the industry.
Yeah, no, hey man, you're missing out. So I'm trying to. What about one take? I mean, you worked with Reese, a lyricist in a situation where everyone wants to dance and stuff now. What should one take do? Should he get signed as well?
With one take is a very dope artist. I don't know, but I think he's on the right track. He should just stay consistent. Consistency is everything. Stay consistent and eventually people will catch on. And also, you need to take your brand out there. Do not wait for the book. You need to disrupt the status quo. Also, issue collaboration. One of these cross-gender collaborations, they are very important. When I want Jew, that has introduced Jew to Batswana and Batswana to it works. I think one taking this a collaboration like that, that will really get him into
the other side.
Because right now he's still more urban. What am I going to do? Give me a non-challenge mind. That is why even ATI for the longest, ATI, the reason why he survived in the cat, because his music, but the balance never later alone. Yes.
Like it's something that they could recognize with. Nigga, you shouldn't just be promoting though. Like I really think we could use your. What were you doing for Dan Kinos? You used to work for Dan.
No, I've never worked for Dan.
So who were you working for at that office corrigent deal?
No, I was working with Bruce.
Oh, another controversial nigga who ran out of Botswana. You were working for Bruce Ngakile.
Yeah.
We shared an office that side there. What were you doing for Bruce Ngakile? Are you trying to be a politician?
No, this is 2017.
So why do niggas trust you with that money?
Because I'm a reliable person. I get to it.
It's better. So you do your work and you handle your
things.
That's it. No doubt. So what would you advise any other young person who aspires to be an event organizer, promoter, artist manager?
You need to get into it for the right reasons.
What about school? Should they go to school?
Yeah, go to school, finish your school. School is very, very important.
Which type of courses?
You might not be as lucky as some of us, so you need to finish school so that you can.
Okay, so they should know what are some of the best reasons to get into the entertainment industry? Passion or what? Passion.
Everything starts with passion, because once you have the passion, you never feel like you are working.
But then,
like
kind of music,
that's why.
Zaine, music, how are you in a BM? How are you able to like chill in your own space? You create a lot of businesses, but how are you able to like live in the industry?
That's what all over MacGyver.
Yeah.
What all over MacGyver. I think also what I've learned from the Brazilian industry, in terms of hustling, in terms of there's so many things you can make money with, like consultancy can make a lot of money. I make some of money with just consulting for people.
Yeah.
Events, people who, whenever we learn the restaurant, they come, okay, then we need a marketing plan, what can we do? Also, I've worked with the international abuse. I've done events for abuse, even political parties. Yeah. I've worked with political parties in terms of coordinating whatever that thing, getting artists for them and stuff like that. Yeah. Being paid my share. Nobody ever knew, because I'm not somebody. I don't like being involved in partisan politics. Yeah. So I just do my work behind the scenes, and then that's it.
I love that part. And then going forward with this stuff that we are doing with restaurants and places like this, where they usually hire people because of their popularity, like yourself. I once did that at Chez Nicola. No, listen, I don't know, maybe they hire you for a different reason. But when I was at that Chez Nicola place, it turned into deja vu now. Yeah, until they've used us enough, they kick you out, and then they think they can go away with it. You did the same thing with Cloud9. And then you moved to another place in the same mall that we're in, and then they said,
that same place is owned by the same person who owned Cloud9.
So
no, here's the thing with Bemba Divine. Bemba Divine is blind. Blind. There was a club called Bahama Lounge back in
even Bahama.
Go block now.
I used to
make that place. I found it. I came. I think I was fresh from my breakup with V when I started working. Go Cloud and go Bahama. Yeah. I made that club pop. Yeah. At the time, people didn't understand why I managed to do what I did. Yeah. Because the time I was in Joburg, that was when Amapiano was still bubbling under in Joburg. People didn't know about Amapiano in Botswana. Yeah. Because I had already had a lot of connections with the underground. Everybody, Gaba Canal,
the instrumental version of a piano. Yeah.
That's when Amapiano popped. I'm the one who introduced piano, the club scene here, booking the artist thing, week in, week out.
Bahama.
And here's what the other
Block
thing.
9.
Yes. Yo. At that time, the biggest club in the country at that time was Cigar Lounge. Okay? So I managed Fridays and Saturdays, got them on lock. So Cigar was very, very huge on Sundays. Yeah. The Sundays were heavy. So I had to find a way of destroying the Sundays. The Cigar. So this is what happened, yeah? Because I lived in that space in SA. I understood the culture. And I teach to the Bereka Young in that space. So usually, during that time, on Sundays, the people who gigged more were DJs, not artists. Sundays, the artists would pay. Yeah. So I was like, I found a gap. I go, okay, fine. Let me try something. Okay, fine, guys. Can we do the Sunday go home? Kilo ha do deal. You take 80% there. Now we'll take care of the transport and accommodation. So I'm already cushioning your risk. Accommodation and transport is on me. Or you take 80%. So instead of you just being home on a Sunday, come out with 30,000 which I would get the rent. Money you wouldn't have made on a Sunday. That's how I managed to get artists coming here every Sunday. Go Bahama. What the hell? And people didn't understand how
the science,
I was doing that. At some point,
no, we need to talk about that too. Okay, before I ask about drug dealing and money laundering in the entertainment industry, what happened with Bahama?
And then that place popped. There's a lot of money coming in. Well, they were paying me one man to air out.
Happen except a lot of ropel hack I have steps.
Yeah, no.
We tell our
just that at some point the money he was paying me was too much. Now feel out he doesn't need me anymore, you know. So he didn't understand what I was doing. I was doing magic behind the scenes to get people, because I used to also, this is something that I did so well. Bahama never paid for any artist. The people who were paying for those artists were promoters. I would negotiate a good price with Nokwazi and go to Sparks. So Nokwazi got 25,000 rand. I'll market it. I go to Balingi. So this is my man. Because now I get ahead relationship with the artist. So I'll get really good prices. With the artist. So why you kept on seeing different artists? It was different promoters behind those artists. I had a network of promoters who was working with behind the scenes. So people never understood. It was not one person, it was a series of promoters. Even I had guys from Francistown, I had guys from my own doing shows in Baham. One of the same guys were remember finance or whatever. I used to go to the money artistic and guys were making their money. That's why every week there was always an event in Baham. And people didn't understand that up to today. This is the first time about the only person who knew and understand that, who I think I've given too much to Gidije Bani. That's my little younger from.
How be in the same house? Like
Bani's my little brother in this sense. Bani's mother, me and my little brother, she was working in you know. And even when Bani was born, already that's how
Are you
Kira is my little brother. Even and then I left Sinareng. I think when I left I think Bani was 5-6 years old when I left, and then I became and then while later I started when I met him, I did DJ. And I didn't ask until there was one day kids go Bahama, I needed a resident DJ. I became I need a resident to go Bahama. Can you come now? I want to go around and no, you sleep at my house. So one morning, so and then something happened in my head. I'm like, hey, that's when I realized this little boy, I'm like, damn,
that's fucking nuts.
I'm like, that's how.
No, Marlene,
he thought I knew all along. He thought I knew all along.
Wow, man, that's crazy. Now you kill my question. That's crazy. That's wild, Papa. So with all of this now, with all of the information that you know about what you are possibly able to do and you know what's available out there, what does the future look like for Zaine? Are we gonna open up our own spot, or are we gonna keep waiting for people to find us?
Honestly, this is what I'm working on right now.
Because these people, Facebook, people asked, did you get your contract here?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
You signed the contract. Did go Facebook I was signing a physical paper. Yeah, I know. Here because we need you to protect yourself.
No, but
because these people can't keep getting away with this shit.
No, I think right now I'm working on having I have a couple of my boys who are working on getting something of our own.
Please, dog.
Because we are tired, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are tired.
I'm done with these things, man.
And also to think that the other
we spent
events,
more than we got back from them niggas, and they act like having a spot like that actually is a thing. But like, you know, the only reason we went there was because of you. Hey, so I think sometimes that's what people miscalculate. It's about the relationship.
The relationship, yeah.
All they do is keep buying spots and changing names on the door, and then you think people are gonna get into the same spot like that. So I think who else is the other guy? Like that, come on. So I really hope you're working on opening a spot.
There are a lot of guys, but Kobe there, Kobe, the ones that are doing the same thing that I'm doing.
Yeah. All across the country, man.
All across the country, there are a lot of You know, Francis Town, physical ghetto.
There's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of guys, yeah.
So what would you tell those type of guys? Because this is specific to something that I can't tell them, no one else can tell them except you. They should
understand that they hold the power. You are the business. Because without you, that person won't be getting business. The business is what? The people. Who buy the people that you bring to that spot. So you need to understand, or even when you negotiate your deal, you need to understand that you hold the power to negotiate. Because what they did with me in the past establishment is that guy wanted to break my spirit to believe that I'm nothing so that he can be able to use me.
I remember that three-way call.
I'm not. But when I got to that spot, that spot was dying, and he was even thinking of selling it. And then you see the spot is alive. The spot is always packed every week. People see it on my statuses on a weekly basis. The spot is always packed every weekend. Now with me, with my work, you always see it on my things. Every week you will always see a spot where it's packed. And then somebody else want to tell you you are not doing anything. How you receive while you got there, that spot was dead. Now and also I had access to the books. You want to tell me I'm not? I could really my while because I gross over $500,000 every month. But before that, you couldn't even make 100,000 a month.
I feel you, bro. Because like I'm saying, this is not peculiar only to you. Every time there's a mall that opens, and I think this is why I think this is an important interview for me, because I can't speak to that. You're the one person who I know. Well, you know how to get high-end establishments and places where young people don't usually think that they can walk into and make a difference.
Do you know why is that? I think that goes back to the network that I built over the years. Like me always being the popular guy wherever I was, and how I treat people the rest of my life from Gosgela, University. Like they, especially UB, I had a huge network of people that I was friends with. People by the way right now they hold positions in certain places, but financial power. Those are the people who still support me, people who've seen the hustle, who have seen me hustle. Back then you've grown up with me. Those are the people right now by the way one driver. They will come and they'll spend their money there. And they want to know I will spend. I would spend the money. They always ask me that question. You understand? So that's what the owners don't understand. Whatever that they put us through, these people who are their customers, they're our friends. So they always ask for me. Like in I always like to the guys now we are no longer coming there.
So the power is on you. I think that's how we wrap it up, Papa. And I don't know what are the plans for the future. The festive season is here. Barolong Farms. Are we going to Barolong Farms?
No, we are going to Barolong. Don't worry. Usually, towards end of November.
But why told you 24 to 25?
No, my event is on the 31st.
It's on the 31st.
That's it. Day 24, there's a lot of competition also. You obviously cost. How on Saflara Kahate? Level like I want to attend this mama. So I first hour with Zaine.
Can you talk to these guys about booking the same guy? Elor Motota about Soko Barolong Abata, or they can make it to Mahalape and Palape and do that. How do they make that mistake? Where some I don't know when it was the last time they had. I don't know if it was Daliwonga or the other lady.
Zanda Zakusa.
It was Zanda Zakusa.
Yeah. Zina Zomole Polas to Rapa Maku
Kanye.
Molepolas to Ratsalako. Somewhere she didn't make it because these things they need to be calculated. Because now I've done it with Homecoming, where I don't want to get 24, would share maybe 2 artists. I never share the whole lineup.
Okay.
So what I do, I share artists 2 line. Because sometimes logistical nightmares artists ya khona go tswa mo venue ka nako wa ntana because go go traffic ya ba go plan lo tsa bone
stadium
wa ntana ga we kele artists la na hitse go perform ka nako ga khona go gora ka nako because of the logistical nightmare. So at night always make sure artists ya me ile ko wena I always have a person who travels with this artist to make sure my artist comes over time.
No matter what.
And also, I'm the one who holds the contract, so I can call the shots. The contract is in my name. Even if it's 2 gigs, but still it's in my name, so that I can tell you what artist needs to be on stage. Has my stage an hour later.
Awesome stuff. Yo, any questions from the floor? You got a question? What you got?
Mutati.
No, are you serious? Yeah. Anyone else got a question? Okay. We're good, Papa. I think that's how we wrap it up with Zaine. And we're definitely going to have another part 2. Because I
need to be on the same cook with Zozo.
The plan was to have him and Zozo. Because like they are different generations. Oh, my question for you. The president had a meeting with the creatives just recently.
I was supposed to attend, but I was at work.
Hey, no, you didn't miss much. So,
what's new,
nigga? So when we got there was a bunch of niggas who were tasked with telling us about the state of the BW music industry, about promoting and all of that
same
stuff.
Guys, eh?
No, I don't know them niggas.
What?
I only know one because they're Samantha's manager.
What?
And Samantha's my baby sister and stuff, and I love her and stuff. But like, I'll tell her it's a state disate. Nigga ba pile lebo exozo le mfana born and raised the.
They always send, but they know nothing about our struggles.
But maybe you guys are not proactive.
Caesar, are you serious?
Okay, sorry. Like it's
the things Caesar, you know. Caesar, you know.
So, Kimbali ignore. Because the people at my table were the people that I know. Most of the gigs and gabs, my nigga. Kilo, no one. So, Kibana Exozo. Keep us out. So
shamelessly.
So, what's going on? Like, because I thought maybe you guys were not participating. They just shun you. Bali ignore.
So, Santla, we have Botswana Entertainment Promoters Association,
they should have gone to you guys.
Where everything to do with promoters is supposed to be handled through BEPA. That is the exact same thing saying about DBS is really in terms of the DBS Road Show. It coordinated everything through BEPA. Everything that deals with promoters needs to be done through BEPA. You cannot take people that are not even part of BEPA and say they're going to advocate for us. What do they know about our struggles?
I feel you.
How many meetings do they attend with us?
I feel you.
You cannot say well artist, but you are not part of BOOM. BOOM is where the artists do a match. That there need to be some sort of
fragmented.
There needs to be some organization towards how we do things. We cannot do things like remote patlelo.
Definitely.
Yes.
I feel you, pa.
Hey.
And that's why the reason I raise this up is because they always mention that we are fragmented. Thing, and then they go get the people who are outside.
We're trying. You understand?
Yes. I went and registered for BOMU because I got tired.
Then I had to register for BEPA.
I was like, okay, you can participate from outside.
You're not part of the
and that's growth, my nigga. And I'm so happy we had this conversation. I think we'll have another one in a year's time.
Yeah, in a year's time. Yeah.
Hey, because like I think there's about to be a big change in BW's music because like I love how you think, pa, and I love a lot of the people within the Botswana Entertainment Promoters Association. The problem is the DJs and the radio stations.
That's why you need to direct your anger at the artist
and the
newspapers and TV, radio, but DJ. People are in charge of introducing new music to the people, not promoters. Promoters don't introduce new music to the people.
Wow. It's not even fair.
For us to be able to book you as an artist, we need to hear your song rotating on radio. We need to hear your songs in Lamodi Klabo. That's when we'll say, oh, this artist is. That's how we work.
And you guys need to stop being nice to each other. Or if there's one thing that will break niggas up, it is money and girls.
Females.
And you know what I mean? Last week, he's hanging out with Sophie, and now he's not looking at you. So now you gotta go give Zaine. Mental health, guys. Zaine, it's been such a pleasure. We had this ice cream. remember, look out for Gaborone Sunshine and View. View, man.
What's up, my Ilano sticks?
Sunsets, dog. It's been nice. And we appreciate you guys. Shout out to Team Agencies and also shout out to Sogo Ice Creams. Shout out to Local Corner, man. Remember, like and subscribe to that page to get all of the latest everything that's going on in BW. They were over at Simply Piano as well. They got like some amazing performances from both ATI and they're everywhere. So if you miss out on any of the events that happen in BW, that happen in out of town, the homies always have something for you. So make sure that you run up those views. After 10 charge. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we out. Peace.
People of different identities.